Hello everyone, I am Sandeep Dey. Again we are come back with a new topic of economics. Today we will highlight the statistics portion of economics, and there a difficult topic of statistics that I am going to discuss about, and this topic I will discuss within few classes. So continue you observe my videos, and each and every idea about this topic it will be clear to you. Okay, now today's my topic is that is moment, skewness and kurtosis. So today I am going to discuss about these topics. Now within this, first I will explain in details about the topic that is moment. So that is moment, but before that I will request everyone that you should make clear about the concept of central tendency and dispersion. After that this topic you should learn. Now students, we should know that what is actually moment. Actually this moment concept, it came from the concept of physics, that is mechanics. Okay, so that concept we are using in statistics also. Now you see, moments are actually three types. What are the three types of moment? First one is called raw moment. Then next one is called central moment. And last one is called non-central moment. So students, actually moment has these three parts. Now each and every part and what is moment very elaborately I will discuss. Okay, now actually this moment concept is what? First you see, in physics, suppose if you take one lever, suppose this is one lever. Now within that lever, it is, let it is O or origin, or it is called fulcrum. It is fulcrum. Okay, so suppose if this become a lever, and if we join that lever within this part, and if you create a force from a distance from this fulcrum, then what will happen? Some momentum it will generate, some momentum of force or moment of force it will generate. So if this become the fulcrum, and from this fulcrum if you generate a force, suppose here, means at this distance, let this distance it is x1, and if you generate a force here, means at this point, let it is F1. Okay, then obviously there will be some momentum. There will be some momentum, and what will be that momentum? It will be, actually it is called moment of force, or you can say it is momentum of force. So what is momentum of force? Momentum of force, it will generate, that is x1 into F1. So this concept of physics, if you apply here in statistics, then also we can find the concept of moment. Okay, now in this way, if you take the distance double, let it is x2, and if you generate a force here, that is F2, then what will be the addition of all this momentum force? Addition of all this momentum force will be F1 into x1 plus x2 into F2 plus, in this way if you take so many forces, that is, let there are n number of distance and n number of forces, then you will get xn into Fn. So it is actually called sum or addition. You can say it is addition of momentum of forces. Here these are called force. In statistics, these forces I will replace by frequencies. Okay, and the distance from this fulcrum, the distance of the lever from this fulcrum where you are generating the force, that distance we will take as the values of the variable. Means x1, it is the value of the variable. If you take x2, it is another value of the variable. So in this way we can generate the moment. Okay, now this moment are of basically three types. One is called raw moment, then it is called central moment, and third one is called non-central moment. This raw moment, it is also called, this raw moment, it is also called moment about zero. Why we are telling it as moment about zero? I am coming to that concept. Generally this raw moment we can denote it by like this: m r prime, okay, or you can denote it like mu r prime. So this is raw moment. What is central moment? Central moment, or its another name, it is called moment about arithmetic mean. Moment about arithmetic mean. So these moments are denoted by, these moments are denoted by either mr, or you can denote it like this, that is mu r. Okay, and third moment, it is non-central moment, or it is called moment about a. What is here a? Here a is an arbitrary constant. It is a constant value, and that value will be given in our maths. Okay, so when I will do the maths, at that time the idea will be clear. Now these moments are denoted by generally m r a prime or you can denote it like this, mu Ra prime. So momentum of any force are of these three types. Okay, now if I take, suppose xi, it is a variable. Okay, and if this variable has n number of values, that is x1, x2, x3, like this, n number of values if we get, then all these moment we can calculate under two head. One is called without frequency, another one is called with frequency. Okay, so if I don't take any frequency within all these values, if I don't take any frequency, then how the raw moment, or what is the formula of raw moment you will get? The formula will be like this, mr prime equals to summation of xi to the power r, where I running from 1 to n, whole divided by n. So this one will be the formula of raw moment, under without frequency, Now you see, what is this r? Actually r is called order of the moment. Actually this order means here r, it can take the values, means for all r equals to 0, 1, 2 up to rth order. Okay, means r take any values between these, means 0, 1, 2 up to r. So actually it is called the order of the moment. Okay, in case of moment we can find different types of order. Generally when we will do the maths, at that time you will find that first 4 order moment I will calculate. Okay, so it is the moment about 0, or it is called raw moment. Now you see, what is actually central moment? You can write the formula of central moment like this, that is mr equals to, okay, all of you just look after this. It is also called moment about arithmetic mean. Means the pattern of formula, it will remain same, but here we will calculate central moment with respect to arithmetic means. Means you have to take xi minus x bar whole to the power r, where I running from 1 to n, whole divided by n. So this will be formula of central moment in case of without frequency. It is also without frequency. Actually, first of all, I have taken all the I am writing all the formula for without frequency. Here you see, we have taken the deviation of all the values of a variable from their arithmetic mean. That's why it is called moment about arithmetic mean. And after that, their power, means the order I have taken, it is rth order. Okay, But here you see, here I have not taken any deviation from arithmetic mean or any other value. That's why you can say it is moment about 0. Means this formula you can also write like this: mr prime equals to summation of xi minus 0 whole to the power r, where I runs from 1 to n whole divided by n. Then both of these formula are same. Okay, that's why it is called moment about 0. But this one is called, as here I have taken the deviation from arithmetic mean, it is called moment about arithmetic mean, or it is central moment. Now our third moment is called non-central moment, or it is also called moment about an arbitrary constant, and the constant value will be a. Okay, so how you can write the non-central moment? So non-central moment will be mra prime equals to summation of xi minus, here instead of taking 0 or arithmetic mean, I am taking one constant value, and that value is a. That value is a. So xi minus a whole to the power r, range of I is, already you know that I is running from 1 to n, means n number of values I am taking. So value of I will be 1 to n, after that whole divided by n. So this one is the non-central moment, or it is called moment about a. Okay, so these are the formula that you have to remember before calculating any math. Now you see, all this formula I have taken for without frequency, but what about the frequencies? Suppose if I tell you that, okay, just a minute. If I tell you, suppose xi, it is a variable which has few values. Values are x1, x2, x3, like this, n number of values we have. Now their frequencies are, suppose fi, so x1 it will come f1 times, it is f2 times, it is f3 times, so like this, last one will occur fn times. So if I take the frequency, then what will be our raw moment? So raw moment in case of with frequency, you can write that is mr prime equals to summation of fi into xi whole to the power r. Fi into xi whole to the power r, where I running from 1 to n, whole divided by summation of fi, where range of I is 1 to n. So this one will be the formula for with frequency. For with frequency. Got it, everyone? Here, one thing you have to remember, I have taken fi into xi to the power r, means that power it will remain only on xi. Okay, but the power it will not include the frequency. Okay, I'm coming into the maths. At that time it will be more clear. So in case of with frequency, our raw moment will be like this. Achha, what about our central moment? For central moment, in case of with frequency, our formula will be the same thing like this, means summation of fi into xi minus x bar whole to the power r by summation of fi, where I running from 1 to n, means range of I is what? For each and every cases, range of I have taken here 1, 2, 3 up to n we have. So that range I have written here. So this one will be the formula of central moment. The formula of central moment for with frequency. For with frequency. Got it? And last one, that is for non-central moment. What will be the formula? That is MRA prime equals to, in case of with frequency, fi into xi minus a whole to the power r, I running from 1 to n, whole divided by summation of fi, where I running from 1 to n. So this will be our formula for non-central moment. Okay, it is for with frequency, it is for without frequency. Okay, now I am going to find out the order of few moments. Okay, after that I am coming into the maths. Now you see, already we have got that our raw moment, it is mr prime equals to summation of xi whole to the power r by n. This is the formula of raw moment. Now you see, what will be our first order raw moment? Means if you take the value of r equals to 1, then what will be our first order raw moment? First order raw moment will be, just all of you put this value of 1 here in the formula, then we will get, that is m1 prime equals to summation of xi, I running from 1 to n, whole divided by n. Okay, what is this? This is nothing but, all of you know, it is called arithmetic mean. Is it not? It is arithmetic mean. Okay, now if you take the value of r, it is 2, then what will be our second order raw moment? This will be summation of xi square by n. This one will be, if you take value of r equals to 3, then our third order raw moment will be summation of xi cube by n, like this. If you take value of r equals to 4, then our fourth order raw moment, it will be summation of xi to the power 4 by n. Now students, we have to use up to this fourth order, means here I will explain up to 4 order, because whatever the maths you get at your exam, all will be up to 4th order. Okay, not after any order we require this. Okay, there is another thing. What will be the raw moment if we take the value of r is 0? See, then 0th order raw moment will be summation of xi to the power 0 whole divided by n. Okay, all of you know that something to the power 0 means 1. So here it will be 1. Okay, now you see this 1, it is a constant number. Now this constant number, you are taking addition for n times, means 1 you are adding n times, means 1 plus 1 plus 1, like this, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus up to n, means n terms are there, means n number of addition you are taking. So what will be the result? Result will be, that is n into 1, means a particular constant number if you add n times, then your result will be n into that particular number. That one I have written here, that is n into 1 whole divided by n. So n will cancel out and ultimately we will get it is 1. Okay, ultimately it is 1. So one thing you remember, that in case of all moment, it could be either raw moment or central moment or non-central moment. For all moments, 0th order, it will be always 1. It will be always 1. Okay, so here for 0th order raw moment, we got the value, it is 1. Achha, now you see, what about central moment? All the orders of central moment. Now let us see. Achha, what is the formula of central moment we have got? MR equals to summation of xi minus x bar whole to the power r, I runs from 1 to n whole divided by n. Okay, now you see, if you take r equals to 0, means 0th order I am taking. So what will be non-central moment? All of you see the same thing will come. So xi minus x bar to the power 0 by n. So all of you know something to the power 0 means 1, means summation 1 by n. Here also 1 is the constant number, means this one will be n into 1 by n. N will cancel out. So here 0th order central moment, it is also coming 1. Okay, now if r equals to 0, sorry, if r equals to 1, then what will be first order central moment? First order central moment will be summation xi minus x bar to the power 1 whole divided by n. Range is I runnings from 1 to n. Okay, now students, here we have summation xi minus x bar whole to the power 1. Okay, means nothing I can write. Now can you tell me what will be this value? What will be this value? all of you, see, it is nothing but a property of arithmetic mean. Under arithmetic mean, we know that sum of deviations of all values of a variable from their arithmetic mean, it is always 0. Means this one is 0. It is from the property of arithmetic mean. I can write. So 0 by n means it will be 0. So keep it mind, our first order central moment, it will be always 0. It will be always 0. Now what is our second order? Means if you put the value of r, that is 2, our second order central moment will be summation of xi minus x bar its whole square. This one will be the formula. Means I am simply putting the value of r, that is 2, here within this formula. That, so I have got this one. What is this? This is nothing but standard deviation square. Is it not? Students, if you give here root, then root over of these things means standard deviation. So as root is not there, means I can write it is hd square, means standard deviation square, or you can write it as sigma square, or it is also called variance. It is called variance. Means our second order central moment, it will be always equal to variance. Now what will be our third order central moment, that is m3. This will be our normal formula, that is xi minus x bar whole cube I runnings from 1 to n whole divided by n. This will be third order central moment, and similarly we can get the fourth order, that is xi minus x bar whole to the power 4 I runnings from 1 to n whole divided by n. This is our fourth order central moment. Okay. So in case of every moment, there are some fixed value it will come. What are these fixed value? 0th order of every moment, it will be 1. Here raw moment 1, central moment 1 I have got. First order central moment, always it will come 0. Second order central moment, always it will be equal to variance. So these you have to remember. And first order raw moment, it will be always equal to arithmetic mean. It is always equal to arithmetic mean. Now there is another moment, it's 4 order, means first 4 order. Let me calculate this. So our last moment, it was non-central moment. What was the formula? That is summation xi minus a whole to the power r. This one is the formula. Here also, if you take 0th order of non-central moment, what you will get? 0th order. So summation xi minus a whole to the power 0 by n. So like the previous one I am getting, that is summation of something to the power 0 means 1. So summation 1 by n. Now as you are adding 1 n times. So this one will be n into 1 by n, cancel out, means 1. So 0th order of non-central moment, it will be also 1. And rest of the value, it will be simply formula. Okay, no separate other value we will get. That is m1a prime, it will be summation xi minus a whole to the power 1 by n. If r equals to 2, I will get m2a prime equals to summation of xi minus a square by n. If I put r equals to 3, then our third order non-central moment will be summation of xi minus a whole cube by n. And lastly, if you put r equals to 4, then fourth order non-central moment will be summation of xi minus a whole to the 4 by n. Okay, so all these are the first 4 order of each and every moment. Okay, so students, up to this, first you write this formula and you just learn it. In my next video, I will discuss about the maths on moments. Thank you everyone. Thank you.